Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tay. Welcome to the official Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight. Oh my god. Welcome to the official Dead Island 2 review. I've spent a lot of time playing this game. I had a lot of fun playing the game. But yeah, it's a solid game right off the bat. I recommend you get it if you have friends to play with. If not, it's probably not worth it. But if you like zombie, shoot 'em up, beat 'em up games, then you'll probably like this game. First thing we're going to be talking about is the story. I haven't done all of the side quests, but I did the main quest. I did the main story. I'm going to try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. The story isn't that it's not that special. It's not it's not the best story. I didn't play Dead Island 1, so I don't know how good that story was. Basically, it's just run around, do these missions for these people, and that's about it. You get to meet new people, unlock new abilities, and so on and so forth. That's basically the story mode. The longer you go through the story, the harder zombies you get, the more powers you know, receive, the more skills you got, the stronger you become. It's nothing special. It's literally your average story open world game experience. It's nothing crazy, but for the story, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. It's okay, but it's not the best. I mean, you wouldn't expect a game like this to have a good story, so you know, 6 out of 10, pretty average. I feel like that's a solid rating. Something everybody wants to talk about, the gameplay. uh in terms of combat, I'll just say combat, not gameplay, because gameplay is literally just gameplay. Combat in this game, when you first start off, when you first start to play the game, it feels kind of like wonky and like stiff. When you get used to hitting zombies and the limb breaking system and whatever, it feels pretty good. At first, it felt simple. It felt too simple. But once you start to unlock skills and stuff, you actually get to like build. You get to have a certain build for, a certain zombie that you're fighting, and it makes it easier. The combat's good. I don't know. It's hard to explain. If you're just starting the game, it'll feel pretty bad. But once you get to unlock skills and stuff, combat's just more. It feels more rewarding, if that makes sense. Overall, I give the combat an 8 out of 10. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it's good for a beat 'em up zombie games. I feel like there's not much metrics to go off with this game to give it a solid rating. I was gonna do the pace of the game and the length of the game and how long it takes to beat the game, but I don't think anyone really cares about that. If you do, the pace of the game, it starts off very slow, but later on in the game, once the game teaches you stuff, when it stops teaching you, the game gets a lot quicker. It's like way more. All right, move out the way. Let me figure out how to do this. The game stops holding your hand throughout the entire game, which I appreciated with this game. They held your hand at the beginning a lot, but later on they just let you do what you wanted. So yeah. How long did it take for me to beat the game? According to PlayStation and the hours played on the game, it took me about like 22 hours to beat the whole story. But to be fair, I wasn't speed running through the story. I was doing side quests throughout the way. But for you, if you're just going through the story, it'll probably take like 16 hours. If you're doing strictly story, um, if you're trying to do everything, I'm like I'm not even halfway through the achievements, and I've spent like 30 hours on the game. If you're trying to do everything, I'd say about 50 hours, 60 hours maybe more than that, depending on how good you are. But yeah, the pace of the game and the length of the game is pretty solid for a $70 game nowadays. So yeah, a lot of in-game content to play with. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it for the pace and the length of the game. Missions and quests. I haven't done all the side quests yet again. But the side quests are pretty cool. They're not too hard. They're not too easy. Just a little something random to play around with, and you get some cool rewards when you complete them. So that's cool. Um, The main missions, as I said earlier, is basically just going from person to person, unlocking skills, doing this, blah blah blah. It's pretty simple. The missions are okay. I feel like the last couple missions were pretty good because they're like long and lengthy. Once you start, the missions are pretty pointless. It's like defeat all the zombies and go to this person's house. Or honestly, I don't remember any of the story quests. They're that bad that I just don't remember them. I remember all of the side quests that I completed. The story quests are just they don't even feel like story quests. Like all of the story quests are just, go to this certain area, talk to this person, do them a favor, come back. You get a reward or something, you level up, and then you do that all over again until like the last couple 4 missions when you actually do stuff. But yeah, that's about it for the missions and the quests. Moving on to one of my most one of my least favorite things about this game, the bugs and issues that I've had. A couple bosses or zombies may be a little too broken. I don't know the name of these bosses. I should look them up, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to. I have to record this video before work, so I'm not gonna do much research. But there's this monster in the game, zombie, whatever you wanna call it. He has like blades or something, or like a knives. I can show a picture on the screen. When you shoot him, sometimes it doesn't do any damage, even though he's not like blocking it, which is like one of the biggest issues that I have, because it's like you shoot him, then he blocks after you shoot him, and he takes no damage, but you literally just shot him and he wasn't defending himself. Sometimes, like parrying. My main issue in the game is parrying. Sometimes you may block the attack like exactly when they attack, and it doesn't parry. You have to block a little, like as soon as they start their attack, before they even hit you, that's when you want to parry. And I wouldn't say it's a bug, I just say it's something you gotta get used to, because the parry system is just not, it's not like timed properly. Like when you parry, you wanna like block as soon as they hit you. But in this game, you have to block as soon as they start their attack. It's kind of weird, but eventually you'll get used to the parry system. Dodge is really, there's no issues with dodge. It's just sometimes when you dodge, you won't take a hit. Like if you dodge into a hit, you'll take damage. Sometimes when you dodge and you dodge perfectly, you'll dodge into a hit and you won't take any damage. It's just, I don't know, it's just very confusing. What other bugs and issues do I have problems with? I don't know. That's pretty much it. Other than like floating objects or loose objects that you jump on and they just glitch all over the place. Other than that, the game didn't have much bugs. Sometimes if you down a zombie in a weird area, they'll get stuck in the ground and they'll twitch out. But yeah, that's about it for bugs and issues. There's not that many bugs and issues. I just have a lot of bugs and issues with the dodge and block. That's about it. That's about my only complaint. And yeah. Okay, for the moment that you all have been waiting for, the moment that, everybody destroys me in the comments for, all of the die-hard fans of Dead Island, all the people who love this game. Me personally, I haven't played a new game in a very long time, so it's going to be hard for me to rate a couple games. But this game was very fun. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I will complete the game 100%. I'll try to get the platinum for this game. And yeah, this game is a very solid game. I feel like this is the type of game that would be cool with friends, but you don't want to play the entire game with friends. But yeah, nonetheless, the game overall, I'll give it a 8 out of 10. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's a solid game. Is it a game of the year contender? Fuck no. This is like a little, a side wonky game for, the hardcore gamers to play or whatever, until the next game comes out. It's like a filler game, but it's a good filler game. It's a good game. Nonetheless, did it live up to the hype, or did it leave a solid image in the history of gaming like Dead Island 1? No, but the game was cool. I just feel like the game was like too easy. There was no level, like a difficulty, a level of difficulty in this game. I don't know if Dead Island 1 had, easy, medium, hard, whatever. But this game doesn't have that, at least that I know of. You have to pick a certain character, and whatever character you pick depends on how hard the game will be for you. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this horrible review. It's my first review, so chill on me. But yeah, Dead Island 2 is a solid game. I enjoyed it. And yeah, I hope you guys do as well. This video may not influence you to getting the game, but it is what it is. I'm a very solid guy. I try to keep these reviews as biased as possible. Or at fucking, what am I saying? Fucking the least biased as possible. I try to be fair when I'm making these reviews. I really like the game, but I tried to give a solid review. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I'll see you guys in the future with another review or a video, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, peace. Bro, he doesn't get stunned. I'm just gonna go through the story. This 5 XP is not even worth it, to be honest. I don't even know how much XP I'd need to level up, but I'm pretty sure it's like 1,000 something. Okay, how do I get in? Okay,
come in, quick.
Okay, they just open.
Thanks, bro.
I'm Kai.
Okay, cutscene.
Excuse the mess.
Cutscene for Kai Cenat. Cool.